Boy, I got to tell you, Matt, that is some tough stuff. When you throw weather into the mix with aviation, there's a lot of problems that can come around.
Yeah, that sounds like a mess. You know, I thought our home was a mess with all the kids and all that, but, you know, getting into traveling, I think it's best just to stay at home and close the blinds. You don't run into any problems that way.
You're never late, no delays.
Yeah, no delays.
You know how I love to tie the weather word into the story preceding weather.
Right.
And so today your weather word is turbulence. But honestly, I don't know how you're going to fit that into this forecast because, quite frankly, 2 thumbs up.
Yeah,
I mean, 5 stars.
There's no bumps in the forecast, not even the temperatures.
Nothing.
They're just going up this week.
So good luck.
Yeah, I appreciate that. You know, we just started August yesterday. Happy August, everybody. Feels more like fall around here, right? I always like to walk us through the month ahead in terms of the numbers. And here are the numbers on the month of August. We start with an average high of 83. That's what it is today. By the end of the month, not much of a slide. We still average 80 degrees. You notice the lows pretty similar, pretty comfortable. We do average about 3 inches of rainfall. It is the 5th rainiest month. But if it's any indication, July wasn't one of our rainier months, and we certainly had over 7 inches, almost 8 inches of rain last month. And you notice I put it in small print because it's not the best of news if you like the sunlight, which most of us do. An hour and 13 minutes is what we lose in terms of sunlight on the month. Our sunsets will still be in the 8 o'clock hour by the end of the month. It's rated 8 o'clock, so we're losing about 2 minutes a day. Cherish it while we have it. Look at the fair weather cumulus today. Clear near the lake shore. You get a little heating from the land. You know, bubbles up. Beautiful clouds this afternoon, and you can see the shadow of the lake where it is clear. High pressure is in charge. Very quiet weather across the Great Lakes. That cold front brought us a reinforcing shot of cool air over the course of the weekend. But you notice it was hazy yesterday. It was hazy the last couple days. We had a pretty decent amount of atmospheric smoke back in the area. That front has cleared us out. Great visibility this evening, upwards of 10 miles for most of us. But look off towards our north and the west. Here's the smoke forecast the next 2 days. There are still real decent fires burning out in western Ontario that whenever we get in this northwest flow, we'll spray that smoke back in. So we are going to become hazier over the next couple days. Not a lot of rain to wash that out either. Temperature is very comfortable, upper 70s to near 80 degrees this afternoon. We've got a light wind off the lake. It's going to be a perfect evening because dew points are in the 40s and 50s. That is very dry air. You can barely feel it. And it's dry all the way down to the southeast. This is where our heat is right now along the Gulf Coast. But look off towards the northwest. The heat's relaxed out there, but it's starting to build, and that is what's going to head our way. Here's your temperature departure from average over the next 5 days. Notice how it starts to warm up across the northern plains. This bubble of heat will slide eastward as we get into the weekend, and that will bring some warmer temperatures here. If you missed summer, that's coming back this weekend. In terms of the forecast tonight, National Design Mart hour-by-hour forecast clear. We'll be back into the 50s, a very comfortable bonfire-like night. You notice lots of sunshine tomorrow. It's not till Wednesday that we increase the rainfall chances just a little. There's a wave off of a system down to our south and the east. May bring a little turbulence in terms of some of that rain around here as we get into the afternoon. Someone asked me why I kick. They haven't been watching. They just think I kick. Weather word. I don't know where that came from, though. Union Health Mortgage 7-day forecast. Look at the heat building on into the weekend. Next chance of rain again Wednesday and then Saturday. And temps back into the 90s. We'll be right back.